returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. There's a live football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here's the handoff. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
He's got it on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Drones. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
That is just a sideline play. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, There's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Finds his man in the middle. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Made the grab and then did the rest himself to make good points on the board. First touchdown of the game in Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
He'll bring it out. It's Shaw. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. They'll run the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. On the move at the 30. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
UCLA 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Number 21.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
The Hokies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The lone back's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to ride this running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, UCLA.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. offense, he'll lose 4.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Drones. The screen, he can go. At the 35, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
UCLA.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal.
Check. Blue 42 strong. Blue 47. Set. Ready.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Calls his own number. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Check, check. White 94 Snyder choice. Blue 22.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. After this strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? To throw, it's Drones. Working the middle. Gashes the heart of the knee. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia!
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Shaw. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Thomas.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And he's swallowed up. Line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes a connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night.
extending the play. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Might be changing the route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Drones. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
The Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Loss of 8. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll do it himself on the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
UCLA 10.
They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 16 to Louisville. If anything changes in his pick,
can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Virginia Tech 24, UCLA 16.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back to pass, it's drones. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. There he goes. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
These fans Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Drones. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. And they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation. This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's off. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock clock running. Quarterback keeper. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets past the marker. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
The Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wideout trying to get it in. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching. I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and